Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen, bronies and ponies and gentlecolts? This is Criticism Guy 2009 here, aka Nintendo for 2011. Also, check me out on my Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/backround3202012. Last but not least, my other two on GDNR.com, and Wolverine, and my last one on twitter.com/NintendoFan2012. And of course, my Steam if you want to play Killing Floor, whatever other game you want to play with me. And Sonic, fucked up on that one. Already fucking up, and I haven't even gotten to 5 minutes in this video. So, let's talk about it real quick. Check me out on my steam.com/Shadow Manga Guy if you want to play Killing For Me, like I said. And before I do begin, this video is brought to you by badass shit, fresh and easy, original jumbo dipped in corn chips. I like the chili cheese fries a little bit more, but unfortunately, they didn't have any of it. They were out of stock that day last week when I got it on Saturday. So I was either this or nothing. So I got some Tabasco and some hot sauce and a little bit of ranch dip, and I mixed it together, and it still tastes pretty badass. Kind of like Tostitos, but they're a little bit better though. And they're more like for diets and shit like that. I'm not saying that I'm gonna die, even though it looks like I could go on one, but fuck it. As you can tell, I got that LA hat. It's sharp as fuck, straight out, fresh and clean. Back in the spot, but anyways, got my purified water shit right here. Cold like I always like it because room temperature is shit. I do not drink room temperature water. It's disgusting as hell. I don't know why these billionaire celebrity Hollywood actors and actresses like temperature water. It's disgusting, filthy and pathetic. So cold ice cold Alaskan water right there, straight out. So yeah. Something I really want to talk about real quick. I don't really do cartoon reviews that much on this channel. I usually do it on my Nintendo Freak, my Nintendo Anime Manga Guy channel. If you haven't checked it out, links down below. I really want subscribers on there. I still haven't got no video reviews on my first video. Pissing me off a little bit, but you know what? It's all good, you know? Shit takes time, even though it's been almost a month. But I gotta wait another 6 months or a year to get some views. Even one view would be great if I got on there. So, hey. Help a brother out if you want, you know? But yeah, no, seriously, let's get to the bottom point. I know I talked about this cartoon like 2-3 times on this channel. I've talked about it a lot more on my Nintendo Free channel, but I haven't really talked about it too much here. So, well, let's begin. It's not going to be 20 or 30 minutes like most of my videos are, so this is going to be pretty short. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, and a lot of like early mid-80s, maybe 90s, even early thousands of people that were born within that year that really like those cartoons better than the ones nowadays. I'm probably going to get bashed a little bit for this, but you know what? I'm willing to take the risk. So, let's talk about this show. Regular show, to be exact. So, basically, regular show. I don't know who the director guy is. I'm going to have to Google or Wikipedia him. I forgot what the name of the guy is, but basically, the show, regular show, basically about these two characters, and one his name is Mordecai, and he's like this blue, he's this blue jay. He's pretty tall, and I think he's Jewish or something because he has the name Mordecai. So I was a little surprised. It's a Jewish blue jay guy, but he usually sounds like a California stereotypical surfer dude because he's always saying dude like that, you know, hilarious. And then you got Rigby, which is this little raccoon, and it's like. He kind of sounds like he could have been like New York, New Jersey in style, but I don't know, maybe Midwestern Chicago shit or whatever. He kind of has that kind of accent. I'm not sure, but like he's always a loser and he's always like being negative all the time. He always wants shit his way, and they're always these guys, regardless of all their differences. Mordecai and Rigby, they're always friends regardless. It's just hilarious. So they both work in this park. They're basically janitors for like this park organization that. Their boss is a talking gumball machine, which his name is Benson, and he's kind of a little bit of an asshole a little bit because he's always getting on their backs on every single little thing which sucks. Trust me, I've been there when I used to work in retail, that's for sure. Not a good sight. Makes you want to cut the fuck out of the goddamn fucking boss and slap the shit out of him or her, regardless if it's a woman. I don't give a shit, literally. And that's why I quit my job almost a year ago. But now I got this time job, thanks to cafeteria shit, so it's not that bad. The boss is a lot more nicer, thank God. But, anyways, let's really begin the shit. So, yeah, they work at this park, you know, they clean up all the messes, they change the tiles on the floors and all this, like, hard labor, man work and shit like that, basically some manpower, shit like that. Basically, and the real owner of the park is this lollipop thing, his name is Pops. He has this stereotypical British accent, and if you hear any dogs barking, I do apologize, because I hear them, you probably don't hear it in the video, but they're walking all over the place, I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know, there's probably hearing noises or some shit. But anyways, let's really begin this shit by saying this guy Pops, he has a stereotypical British accent. He's like, oh, how delightful, very lovely, you have to be pure and kind, you know, that kind of shit, you know? Hilarious, you know? And then there's these other workers that work with him. There's this gorilla yeti thing, his name is Skips. The reason they call him Skips is because he's always skipping left to right, he never walks, he skips. They even said in one of the episodes one time, they used to call him Run, or Speed, because he used to think he was speeding, but he was actually skipping all the time, so he legally changed his name in a jurisdiction, court of hearing law kind of thing, like, he ended up legally changing his name to Skip instead of Walks, which was weird, or Speed. And then there's this other one, it's kind of like the Incredible Hulk a little bit, his name is Musclemen, and his real name is actually Butch. So he's kind of like the stereotypical jock, you know, excuse me. I burped a little bit there. Well, yeah, this guy's name is Muscleman, but his real name is actually Butch, which is hilarious because the way he sounds like, it's hilarious. You just kind of have to go check the video out for yourself or the show out for yourself. Excuse me. He hangs out with this little ghost thing. His name is High Five, because he always goes giving high fives and people like, high five, you know, like Borat, that type of shit. Anyways, yeah, you know, he's always making these your mama jokes and shit like that, like, my mom, he does this and that, you know, she sucked my dick last night, you know, that kind of shit, you know, like, she ran across the street and she got hit, you know, that kind of shit, you know, that repetitive shit, even though it's repetitive, it's actually pretty funny, you know, and him and High Five usually hang out together. He's always going to the video game arcade, eating burritos and shit, all these buffet places, watching movies, you know, a lot of this shit that I almost do almost every week, almost in a way, I'm kind of like him, except without the your mom kind of jokes and the stereotypical jock kind of, you know, attitude. I don't do that shit. But other than that, he's a funny dude too. The last show I really want to talk about, they don't really show that much, but they'll show them like once in a while, like once out the week or a month, is Margret, which is this another blue jay. She's actually a robin bird, and it's a bird that Mordecai always has a crush on her all the time, but he's always too afraid to like tell her how he really feels about her and shit, and that he loves her, and you might want to marry her one day, supposedly, you never know. And then there's the other one, I forgot her name, but Rigby, she has a big crush on Rigby, but Rigby hates her. I think she's like an otter walrus. I think her name is Oliver or Olivia or something like that. I forgot what her name was, but she's kind of ugly in a way too. Even though she's real nice to him all the time, she's always making him dinner, going out to movies, playing some games, you know, doing these competitions, seeing him at the park once in a while, the restaurant. Even though she does all that for him, he never appreciates it. So he's kind of a little bit of an asshole when he's always like blowing her off all the time, because he's not really into her like that, you know. And anyways, most of the show basically focuses on like, it's funny because it's kind of like a gag reel why they named it a regular show. It's not even a regular show. They should have named it like Paranormal Activity Show or like Unordinary or Uncommon Show, because there's a lot of crazy psycho shit that happens in there. In a way, it's kind of like, I know this other guy's name, shout out to Pie Guy Rules. If any of you guys don't know him, definitely subscribe to him. He makes a lot of 90s and early 2000s cartoon reviews on what he thought about as a kid in the 90s, just like how I was in the 90s and shit. You know, he likes Rock's Mind Life, Angry Beavers, Hey Arnold, all the Rugrats shit, fucking Real Monsters, even Jimmy Neutron. Even though that was like 2000, 2001, but still kind of considered 90s to me, because I was still growing up at that time. And what else? Cat Dog, Wild Thornberries, fucking, the list goes fucking on and on. Ren and Stimpy, you know. He talks about all that shit, so definitely check him out. I'll leave his channel on the link below. Pie Guy Rules, very chill dude right there. Anyways, other than that, most of the show just focuses on, it's mostly about Mordecai and Rigby. Sometimes we'll talk about Musclemen or Benson or Pops. Mostly it's about them though, or Skips even. Like, there's this one episode, they're trying to get like the best hamburger in the world, and Benson is like stopping them from getting that best hamburger. And like, if they do touch the hamburger, some crazy ass shit's gonna happen out in the middle of nowhere. And surely enough, something does happen. This big demon thing tries to take it from them, and it's like, oh, you can have the hamburger, and then everyone's back to normal. And I guess that's the end of the show. The end of the show, I think, is usually the part that's the regular part of the show. Hence the name, regular show, you know? Anyways, I know there's a couple other episodes. There was one when they had something to do with skips. He had to, like, get these power from the guys, these big giant babies or something like that with rattle things. I thought it was funny as hell, you know? And a lot of other people from the 90s are wondering, why are you watching this? This is from 2010. This isn't when we were kids. And I know I was like, I think 20 or 21 when this shit came out, but you know what? I gave this show a shot. It didn't disappoint, you know? Not like a lot of the shitty-ass fucking cartoons like The Amazing World of Gumball shit or fucking Adventure Time or any of that fucking nasty shit. Or Planet Sheen. It's like supposed to be like Jimmy Neutron, but it's not as good. Or even that other one, what's it called? Especially a lot of these shitty-ass live-action shows like Nickelodeon, if they're showing these, like Victorious, which is stupid as fuck. Has no fucking plot or no title to a main story or anything. Or that iCarly shit. I heard somewhere in time in this November, somewhere around 2 months ago, somebody tweeted me on my Twitter. They said that it was supposed to be ending this month, so hopefully it does. It's pathetic and stupid. And let's bring some more cartoons and less live action, because that's what I grew up with. I mean, they did show live action when I was young. They had Slime Time Live on Nickelodeon. They had fucking Stickly, Nick in the Afternoon. They showed Pee Wee Herman on Fox Family, even though that wasn't from Nickelodeon. But I used to watch it a couple of times because it was hilarious to me. I love watching that shit, you know? Even Figure It Out, the old Figure It Out. Not the new one that they got complete crap these days. The older one was a lot better with Summer Sanders, not this douchebag motherfucker that took over now. They need to bring the old one back. That's when it was kick-ass. But I can understand it's for a newer, younger generation. It's not for mine anymore, so you know. They just left us in the cold to die, really. Other than that, it is what it is. So, one thing left I want to say about the show. This was a very amazing show. I like the little details and graphics. Even though they do that one stupid thing that, whoa, yo, whoa, and then they do like, like that shit. I think that part's a little fucking annoying, and it does get stupid after a while, but at the same time, excluding that shit, it was actually pretty kick-ass, you know? So this show's probably more like I would say 7 out of 10 as far as the gag reels go, but for good quality and good laughs, I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10, since I'm that generous. I was going to give it an 8 out of 10, but all the laughs and all the little jokes, and a couple of them are actually adult jokes on that show too, if you don't notice. So, yeah, pretty funny. It's kind of like a lower teenager thing of Super Geo. If any of you guys don't know what Super Geo is, it's on Adult Swim. It's kind of like that, except without the blood, the gore, and the cussing and shit like that, and people getting chopped up and cartoon shit. Check out Super Geo. I think there's a new season coming out next week at 10 or 12:15 at night, next week Sunday. I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for that. And they brought Robot Chicken back too, which is cool. I'm definitely going to look at that shit. I love the shit out of that show. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. Peace out, bros and women. It is what it is. Ain't when I see you when I see you. Like I said, follow me on Twitter, NintendoFan2012. Follow me on my DeviantArt, Main Wolverine. I'm going to be trying to do more art in there. I haven't done it in like 4 or 5 months the last time I did art in there. So give me time. It's going to take me about 2-3 days, maybe a week, to do a brand new art in there. I'll finally post something on there. Just got to give me some time. And of course my Facebook is at Crown32012. And last but not least, Shadow Sonic Manga Guy, my Steam account. If you want to play Killing Floor or any other game with me, feel free to do so. Alright, I'm gone. Getting the fuck out late. Tuesday, so yeah, I'm gone. See you around. Bye.